Kahit hindi nakasalo yung dalawa. Number 13. Can palm prints like fingerprints used to establish identity? Palm prints are generally accepted by the forensic science community as positive identification. However, NGR searches result only the investigative leads to Latin examiners who may subsequently determine a positive identification. What is edioscopy? Edioscopy is a method of identification through the examination of the unique details and characteristics found along the edges of individual fingerprint ridges. Number 15. In fingerprint comparison, what is meant by apparent dissimilarity? That if just one dissimilarity was noted a comparison of fingerprints, it would be assumed the prints were made by different fingers. Number 16. Is there a specific number of points one must find in order to conclude a positive identification? If more than 12 concurring points are present and the fingerprint is sharp, the certainty of identity is beyond debate. Number 17. What are the basic premises of fingerprint identification? The two underlying premises of fingerprint identification are uniqueness and persistence. Number 18. Is fingerprint identification an exact science? If yes, then why would two examiners differ in their opinion? Yes, a science which uses people's physical or biological characteristics to identify them. No two people have the same fingerprints, not even identical twins. Number 19. Could you determine exactly the age of Latin impression? At the present time, there are no standard methodologies to reliably determine the age of finger marks. Recovered from crime scenes, estimating the time of disposition of this type of evidence is a complex challenge that remains scientifically unsolved in the forensic domain. Number 20. What is a Latin print transfer card? The chance impression left on an item through the transfer of perspiration and oils from the friction-rich skin to the item itself. Number 21. How Latin print lifting done? Latin print is an impression of the friction skin of the fingers or palms of the hands that has been transferred to another surface. Number 22. What is transfer lifting tape? This lifting tape is designed for lifting of fingerprints which are developed with fingerprint powder. Number 23. What methods are employed in the development of Latin prints and how do they work? Conventional procedure used by the Latin print examine include dusting, iodine fuming, silver nitrate development, and ninhydrin treatment. Number 24. How long will a Latin print last? This is no scientific way to how long Latin fingerprint will last. Fingerprint has been developed on surfaces that had not been touched in the over 40 years, yet not developed on the surface that was handled very recently. Number 25. What is meant by smudge print? Is a smudge print the same as the print of no value? When printing on paper that is even slightly moist from humidity, ink can become smudged on the paper. Colors can run together and text or images can be distorted. Number 26. How many points of identification are found in normal rolled impression? More than 12 concurring munitions are present and the fingerprint is very clear, then the certain of identification is beyond debate. What is number 27? What is natural dissimilarity? Dissimilarity include dust or dirt on the finger at the time the print was made uneven inking when taking prints, slippage during print taking, and scaring. Number 28. What are the focal points in fingerprint of what value are they? Focal points within the pattern areas of loops and whorls are enclosed the focal points which are used to classify them. These points are called delta and core. Number 29. Can be fingerprint be forged? A fingerprint forgery may be either of two types, namely type A is forgery produced by means of a replica and a friction bridge pattern of finger. Number 30. Can you tell in all instances that a print has been forged? Yes, those methods whereby a rubber stamp or other cast is obtained which is like a likeness of the actual friction ridge pattern. Number 31. Is it possible that the prints you found and developed are forged print? It is with considerable reluctance that fingerprint experts have come to realize the fingerprints can be forged and to have to admit as much when testifying in court. Number 32. What is ninhydrin and how does it work? Ninhydrin is the most widely used chemical reagent for the detection of latent finger marks on porous surfaces such as paper and cardboard. Number 33. What is the scientific term for ninhydrin? It's an organic compound with the formula 6,4-HCOOH. It is used to detect ammonia and amines. Number 34. What is iodine fuming method and how does it works? The mechanism involves sublimation of iodine crystals to produce violet iodine fumes which are absorbed onto finger mark residue resulting in yellowish brown finger marks. Number 35, the last question. What is sebaceous oil? Sebum is sticky oily substance produced by the sebaceous glands which sit in the middle layers of the skin near hair follicles. Yun lang. That's all. Thank you, ma'am, for listening to our mock trial recording po.
Thank you po.
Ay, tapos na?